Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Sandra. 大家好，你们好吗? I hope the answer is always 很好. And last but not least, as always, 欢迎 Welcome to Community Mandarin. Today, as the title suggests, we're gonna continue to work on time 时间. I introduced you guys about how to tell time in Mandarin on Monday's lectures, and today I do believe there's some stuff to be added. So yeah, today we're gonna continue our work on how to tell time. Hopefully after today, you will be able to tell time in Mandarin. And I want to say sorry, 抱歉, just in case it got into a coughing fit during this because I'm still nursing a cold. So I do have this. Does anybody know how to say drink water? 喝水. Let's see if I still have that banner. So that oh yes, I do. There you go. The pinyin goes like this, and then it is pronounced as 喝水. So let me just do that real quick. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's quickly review what we've learned last time. So basically, if you want to tell time, I would say all you need to know is these 4 words on the screen, and you will have to be able to memorize how to say numbers in Mandarin. So first, let's quickly review these 4 words. First one is 点. 点 means dot or point as a noun. But when it is used to tell time, it means a clock. Yeah, understandably so, right? Because 点 on the dot, a clock. Okay, and next one, 半. 半 also is a noun. It means a half. So needless to say, when the clock goes like half past 3, for example, then that's when we are going to use 半. And next one is 克. 克 means a quarter. So basically, there were 2 situations we're going to use the word 克. One is when we're describing the time as a quarter to something, or it is a quarter past something. So there were 2 situations 克 is used. And last but not least, we have 分. 分 as a noun, it carries multiple meanings, but when it comes to time, it means minute. So if, like, say the clock is showing a time that's not 3 o'clock, not 3:30, not 2:45, but like 3:38, a very odd number. So that's when we need to use 分 to just specifically say how many minutes it is. All right, so with these in mind, let's get into some quick practice. So of course, when we are trying to practice it, never forget how to ask about what's the time now. It should go as 现在几点?现在几点? Only forward. That's actually not hard to remember, right? Okay, so here is our practice. First one, I hope the picture is big enough for you guys. So we are looking at what? We're looking at 1 o'clock, right? 1 o'clock. So how do we say 1 o'clock? 一点 is 1 o'clock. So this is an easy one. Next one, how do we say a quarter past 1? A quarter past 1 or 1:15. Actually, there are 2 common ways to say that. It'll depend on your preference. One would be 一点一刻. 一点, a quarter, plus 1 o'clock plus a quarter. 一点一刻. Or you just want to say there are how many minutes past 1 o'clock. You can say 一点 and 15分. Yes, both ways are correct. Pick the way you prefer. 一点一刻 or 一点15分. All right, next one, we're looking at half past 1, right? Or 1:30. Similarly, in Mandarin, you can go as half past 1 or 1:30. Okay, let's see how to say that in Mandarin. Okay, we have 1点半, and it looks like there's a tiny editing mistake. So of course, 1:30 can also be said as 1:30 1:30. Of course, 1:30 is the easy way to go because it's only like 3 syllables, but there's nothing wrong of saying 1:30 1:30. Okay, next up we have a quarter to two. A quarter to two or 1:45. So how do I say that? So for a quarter to two, it's actually 1 o'clock plus 3/4, right? So in Mandarin, we just have to lay it out. First, we say 1 o'clock, 1点, and 3/4, 3克. Yes, 1:3克 is a quarter to two. And of course, you can just specify how many minutes that is past 1 o'clock. We can say 1:45, or better, we can ditch the 分 if, because the 分 is clearly indicated in here. So you can just say 1:45. With or without 分, it's both okay. And the next one is an easy one, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. You might wonder why I put that on, because that's an easy one. So 3 o'clock is 3点. 3点. And next one is another easy one. It's 6 o'clock. So for 6 o'clock, of course, it is 6点. Now you might ask, why do I put those very easy ones on here? Because over here, let's see, if we use the 12-hour system, the 3 o'clock could be 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The same go with 6点, 6 o'clock. It could be 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock dinner time, right? Okay, so next up, we're going to learn a group of new words. These are new words to indicate if you're using the 12-hour system. How do you indicate if we're saying, for example, 6 o'clock? Which 6 o'clock it is? Over here. So let's look at these group of new words. The first one, 请跟我读早上. Next one, 下午, afternoon. 下午. Next one, 晚上. 晚上 means night or evening. And next one, we have dawn. 凌晨. Basically, 凌晨, the Mandarin word of 凌晨 means early morning. So it's basically dawn, but give or take 1 hour or two. Okay, and next up, sunset. So we do have a word for the time, I would say, from 5 to 7, like usually when you have dinner, we do have a word for that. It is called 傍晚. It's that time before the night officially begins, but after, say, your afternoon work. Okay, so these words are useful if you want to be specific and address, like say 4 o'clock. Is it early in the morning or it is in the afternoon? So if we want to say 4 o'clock in the morning, we would say, which word should we use from this? 凌晨. That's correct. 凌晨. We would say 凌晨4点. 4 o'clock in the morning. But 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we can specify by saying 下午4点. Again, the same way as, let's say, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course, this time is not 凌晨. We have to use 早上. We can say 早上10点. 早上10点. 10 o'clock in the morning. Again, if it's 10 o'clock in the evening, we say 晚上10点. So this would help clarify like what kind of a time we're talking about. Okay, so I would say like I briefly covered the different scenarios when we would be using to tell time. So hopefully that's useful for you guys, and thanks for tuning in. And before we say goodbye, as always, I encourage you guys to visit Rolla's website. And yeah, we'll see you next week. 再见。